of judgment approaches, a day of enormous tribulation for all of humanity. We had to restore Arks to its former glory and might in preparation for that day. The glory and might of 1,000 years past.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel, NiNjahCheeto here. Today's video is going to cover important reminders you all might want to take care of before maintenance. Some of this info will be limited time, while the rest of it is static weekly trades, but keep in mind some of this weekly trades has been updated to include more things, which could make you a lot of Meseta and Star Gems. By the way, I would like to respect my viewers' precious time, so be sure to use the timestamp chapters in the video play bar, as well as the video description, to help you get the info you need from this video faster and back to your day. So, let's jump into it. So, something very important that you'll want to make sure that you go on and do is going to be the Arks record ranking this week, and this is going to be the board in North Aelio, the board race in North Aelio. I would definitely suggest at least doing one run of this so you can get the bronze record for the 20 badges, because you can trade in for Star Gems weekly now with these badges, so it's pretty important to do this. And I'll go ahead and show y'all where you find this. If you open your world map, it's right here at the North Aelio, at this reunion right here, the Halfia wetlands. And it's at this little terminal right here is where you would start it. So something pretty cool that my friend Uber pointed out is there's actually a plan of something that you can do. If you have characters on multiple ships, you can actually do the Arks record ranking on each individual ship. So if you have a character on all 4 ships, you could just go through and get the bronze record ranking reward on all 4 ships, and you'll get 80 badges for the week, which in turn you can use for the Star Gem weekly trade. And it doesn't matter which ship you're on, if you use the trade for the Star Gems, it still counts for your whole account. So the idea here is to go through and do these rankings on other ships, and then you're going to have the Star Gems from whatever ship that you don't main, and then you can use the badges on your main ship for like your Arms Refiner 2s or your camos or whatever. So you can actually get a hold of the Star Gems really easy per week just by doing this ranking this way on other ships. So it's a pretty good investment to have a character on another ship. So I did want to point out that the Sonic limited time quest is going to be coming to an end, which has been really awesome. So it's going to be your last chance to get out there and run some of that. I would strongly suggest going through the limited time tasks that we have here, because there was a lot of limited time tasks that are going to be going away here on July 4th as well. And some of these actually gave really good rewards. This one here in particular for clearing the limited time quest 20 times gives you like all these different little supersonic like things. And the supersonic things are actually like really expensive. The supersonic effect, for example, last time I checked it was like somewhere around 3 mil. It kind of fluctuates in price quite a bit. I would imagine once the event's gone, it's probably going to climb in price quite a bit. So make sure y'all get up there and get this. Make sure you check your limited time tasks. Okay, so this is something I actually forgot about, so shout out to my buddy Mikaru for telling me this. Home Dog Mikaru informed me earlier about the 40% off sales going to be ending for the build parts. And what this covers is 6-star build parts in the Star Gems section of the buy build parts. So any of the 6-star items that you see in there, currently right now they're actually 40% off. So if there's any of those in there that you want to get a hold of, it's going to be much cheaper to buy them right now. So make sure you look through the listing and see if there's anything in there that you want to get. Okay, so something else that's going to be going away with the upcoming maintenance, the NPC Architect here, they have this little trade shop for your Genesis points. And the trade shop that they have for the Genesis points, this is actually going to be resetting. Now this is actually a monthly trade, but it does go away this week, so I just wanted to point it out. There is some pretty useful stuff that you can get a hold of in here, like the Aegis Integras and the Ajax armor. Maybe the Dread Keepers, you might find value in those, or the Alt Secret Capsules, or just whatever. There's different stuff in here that you can trade in for. Okay, so there's going to be a couple of keywords going away with the maintenance as well. Some of these Sonic birthday keywords that we have going on here. What you see on the screen here is the Arks Visiphone website. The wonderful people over here that run the Arks Visiphone website keep track of all the different like keywords and stuff, and they'll show you like what the keywords give and different things like that. I'm going to leave a link to this website in the video description below. As well, I'm also going to put these keywords there in the video description too, so you can type these in the game. And all you have to do is just say these keywords in the game, and it'll give you these rewards in your receive items campaign section. So something else we're going to mention is SEGA currently has a complete creative space survey going for 40 Star Gems. And all you have to do is this on the website here. You could just sign in on whatever platform you play with. For example, I signed in originally with the Xbox One account, so that's going to be the one I'm going to be using. I haven't actually done the survey either, but all you have to do is just go here and just fill up the survey, and then they're going to give you 40 Star Gems for doing it. And I'll leave this in the video, a link to this in the video description below too, so y'all can go here and complete this survey. Okay, so something I do want to mention that's going to be going away is the AC purchase campaign that's currently going on. And this AC purchase campaign, there's different milestones for purchasing different amounts of AC, which will give you these like Sonic themed items and stuff here. And you can see I actually have the Chaos Emeralds over here on the right going. And I wanted that for my Sonic look that I had made for myself. So I ended up getting some of that. So something I did to make this a little cheaper is back in June, they initiated this Arks Cash bargain sale. And there's actually no expiration date on this still. So if you haven't purchased this yet, you can get 2200 AC for $9.99. And you can do this per platform store that you're on as well. So I used this in combination along with the Purchase AC campaign. And I bought some on the Microsoft Store, Steam, and Epic. You could also purchase it on PlayStation too, so you could actually buy this separately on each individual store, and all of it counts towards this Purchase AC campaign here to get these items. So it's a pretty good little deal if you're interested in buying some AC and you're interested in getting some of these items. You can use this sale if you haven't yet, and it'll work in combination with this AC purchase campaign. So it's pretty good. So something else that's going to be going away with maintenance is going to be the Designer Dreams June 23 AC scratch. So if you've been scratching on this, make sure that you go through and use your frequency bonus select tickets. This allows you to pick anything that you want from the prize listing. There's actually some really good items that was inside of this scratch too. There's a couple of good emotes. One thing in particular was this sporty hair, this super sporty hair here. It was actually like really nice and really expensive too. So that's all. That's definitely something that you can keep in mind. You can see right here on ship 1 currently, at the time I'm making this video, they're like 11 mil. So if you have the select tickets, you can go through and, you know, pick one of these items before it's too late, because you can't use the ticket afterwards. And also just to go through and just check if there's anything else that you want in the scratch listing too, because these prices are all going to go up once the scratch comes to an end. Well, they should anyways. Something else worth mentioning here is going to be these sneakers as well. These sneakers are really good. And as you can see, they're quite expensive too. You can see this is ship 1, they're like 10 mil here. So we're gonna go ahead and go over some weekly trades here. Now most of this stuff is going to be the same stuff, static weekly trades that you'll do every week. Now this has been updated a little bit though, so we'll go ahead and cover some of this. This right here is the item trader Travis on the first shop on the left in Central City. And if you come to Travis, they have item exchange, and at the very bottom down here is N-Augmentation success rate 10%. You just get a hold of 3 of these per week for 30 gold Prim swords. Pretty easy and straightforward. Make sure you get a hold of these every week because you can YOLO augments, saving a lot of money. And then up next, we're going to mention the Arks Record Badge Exchange. Now the Arks Record Badge Exchange here, you can get a hold of these weekly star gems. And you should have saw earlier in the video where I was giving out like a tip on how to get these weekly star gems a lot easier, as well as the Arms Refiner 2 and Aegis Interga and so forth. If you have characters on multiple ships, you can actually get a lot more of these Arks Record Badge rewards each week. So keep that in mind. And then as well, we're going to mention the item exchange Stia. Now, some of these capsules in here can be worth some pretty good money. Usually the Out Secret 4s sell on the market for a pretty decent amount of money. And as well, you can get a hold of these different like doable stats. You want to check the player markets to see how much they're worth on your ship. But these can hold like pretty good value just because you can make some of the newer capsules out of them and stuff too, so keep that in mind. And then next we're going to mention the Aegis Interga exchange. Now down here you want to make sure that you trade in for the Aegis Soul as well as the Dominos down here too. This is pretty important. You can make the Halfinalia with all this stuff right here, so it all sells for a lot. It all has like a pretty good value. And then one more thing that we're going to mention is going to be the Giga Strugment exchange. This is actually turned into like a weekly exchange too. So if you've been running the limited time quest, you get a hold of these Giga Strugments from each time that you clear that. As well, you can also get Giga Strugments from any of the Aelio Gigantics enemies and the Gigantic Tricons and so forth. It allows you to trade in for these like camos and just different little capsules and stuff here. So keep in mind that there is some weekly trades here that you can possibly make some setup from. Now I'm also going to mention that the Item Lab Enhancement Technician here, if you go to this one, at the very bottom there's Exchange Enhancement Materials, other enhancement materials. And right here you can trade in for 10 gold Prim Sword 2 as well as 10 gold Prim Armor 2. And these are actually really key to making your gear go from 60 to 70. These give like 100,000 EXP each, and it only takes 50 grinders to trade in for them. So you can trade in for 10 of them for 500 grinders, which is really nice. So make sure you all do this weekly. And as well, if you still need to get a hold of your materials to get a hold of the potential 6, you can trade in for your Photon chunk here too. And the Arms Refiner 2 here as well, so you can get a hold of 2 of these per week. So that's important for limit breaking your gear, allowing you to go to plus 60 and plus 70. Another one we're going to mention is going to be the Alliance Activity Support NPC Tim. Tim has an exchange here for Alliance badges, and you can get weekly star gems from this. And as well, some of these triggers sell in the player markets for pretty good money. These Dark Falls triggers in particular, they sell for a pretty good amount because you can make a lot of money from the Ratty Soul. And the Ratty Soul is used to make the new capsule that got released recently, the Gladial Soul. Now, lastly, we're going to go ahead and mention the weekly Star Gem trade from the casino and base PSO2. If you didn't know, base PSO2 has a casino and as well its own little separate story mode and everything. It's really worth having. You have to download it separately though. Base PSO2 is now currently a separate download, so keep in mind it's a separate DLC. It's free to get though. Now, if you're near any Ryuker, all you have to do is just go to block transfer, and up at the very top you can transfer to PSO2 block from here. So another way to get the base PSO2 is from the ship selection screen. From there, once you go to character select and you select your character, you'll see that it gives you an option for either NGS or right underneath of it, base PSO2, which is right here. So upon logging into base PSO2, it's going to put you here in the Arks ship lobby. If you turn around, you go in this little elevator here to the shopping plaza and you can jump down. You can see that we have the Sonic lobby going on right now. If you run around the lobby and collect all the little rings, you'll put the Chaos Emerald in the Sonic stand, by the way. Pretty neat. If you turn around, you can go to the entrance of the casino right here. And then once inside the casino, if you run over to the left, we have the prize attendant Chip here, and Chip has limited prizes here for weekly star gems. Now you can actually trade in for these on every ship too, so if you have a character on all 4 ships, you can do this on every ship. You can get these star gems all on each ship, which turns into quite a bit of star gems. Usually I just grab out the 2 myself just because it's like a pretty good casino coin value. Now, if it's your first time in the casino, you can talk to this NPC right here, and they have some tasks that you can do that's like spread around the casino, just playing various games, using a Drake stand, stuff like that. And you can take your casino passes to this Bull Dragon machine here, and you can spin it and it'll spit out some coins at you. And you can see that it gives a varied amount of how much it turns out. Like sometimes it'll give like 500 like minimum, and it can give you more than that. Now, another way to get a hold of casino coins is going to be back in the main game lobby, and we're going to do some daily orders here for that. So here we are back in the main game lobby, and if we run over to the left, you can see the daily order attendant here. And the daily order attendant here, usually she has some stuff for like gathering items. I'm going to go ahead and grab up these gathering ones here. And the marbled meat one in particular is actually really easy, but there's also like various other like collect orders in here that you can send a support partner out to get, or just like kill enemies and stuff like that. And you can see I'm going to go ahead and turn in this marbled meat, and you can see that I have 100 of this item. I'm going to alter it to just turn in 1, that way so I save this item. And once I turn this in, what this is going to do is it's going to clear a daily order, and you can see it pops up that it gives me 5 casino coin passes, which is a minimum of 500 casino coins, which is going to turn into some low effort star gems weekly from the casino trade. So if you have extra characters, you can actually just do this per character too, which turns into a ton of extra like casino coins that you can get per day, which is a lot of low effort star gem. Okay, let's go to wrap it up for today. How have you all been enjoying the Sonic limited time quest? Are you all excited for the upcoming seasonal quest and Zeppetto urgent quest? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. See you in the next one.